The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hurts. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain for the Eagles. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And some space here. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
For the first time with Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Down at the 31.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Henry.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Ravens.
They turn to Love on the handoff. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry.
From's pass.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've just...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead.
14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by...
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 14, Ravens nothing.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The give is to Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Chase Winovich brought him.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
10-yard line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. This big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. At
their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a box.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
His kick.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this one's incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 44.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
2 yards on the
that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Lets it fly for Thielen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Blake Martinez, second in the league in tackles last year, gets another there.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
22-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 23-yard line.
Now Fromm to pass on 2nd down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And a Raven first down.
First and 10, Fromm. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts,
Hunter Henry,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore.
By the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 there. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll run again with Love on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage with the 2nd and 10 coming up. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebuna was the target there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off. Not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
On first down, here's Love. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. They looked to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On second down, here's Fromm. His throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, it's Fromm. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Sammy Watkins.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Love. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Fromm. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Ravens.
They'll throw on first down with Fromm. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing is Fromm. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
6-yard line.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Play action, it's from. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
A 29-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
Brings up 2nd.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. KJ Hamler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now second.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looking to throw from, and this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down, Baltimore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fromm to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Dobbins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.K. Dobbins, 42 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Ravens 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go again to Jones.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! K.J. Hamler. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at Troy Wright. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On first down from. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
First down, Baltimore.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy and be so you gotta go berserk.
Okay.